going to make an adjustment in the agenda with the time change. Instead of the questions from the sponsors now, we will leave that until the next portion of the event. So we will move to member spotlight. We have 3 with NormTek Radiation to start, with Cody Cuthill, then Rainforest Energy, then the County of Grand Prairie. And just a reminder, 5 to 8 minutes each.
Just right here. Is there a pointer on? Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know where the pointer is, but just press this one to advance the slide.
Okay. Thank you.
The middle one, right?
Yeah. Hi, my name's Cody Cuthill. My wife and I founded a company called NormTek. We specialize in natural occurring radioactive materials, primarily the oil and gas industry. We first ran into these materials in 1988 during a routine well abandonment. We found scales. Our Alberta Energy regulator at the time could not tell us what these materials were, and it was felt that they were from the nuclear energy sector and had to be regulated by our Atomic Energy Control Board at the time. They advised that these materials were not within their mandate, and it started the Western Canadian Norm Guidelines for handling these materials, published in 1995, followed by the Canadian Norm Guidelines, published in 2000. I sit on that committee as one of the only industry members that help develop our guidelines for our industries. So what are norms? Norms are natural occurring. Everywhere we, in our environment, have radioactive materials. It's in the ground we walk on. They're in the air we breathe, radon gas. You may have heard of that in our houses and things. It's also in the food we eat. When we produce our natural resources, we concentrate those in the form of waste within our waste streams. In the oil and gas industry, we have these materials in our in our formation. Radium is an element that a metal, heavy metal, that is soluble in solution. It allows us to bring it to surface, and due to changes in temperature, pressure, flows, or commingling of incompatible waters, we precipitate these out in the form of scales and have the potential to expose our workers to the materials, and we have an issue with the waste for disposal. We also have radon gas, makes up part of our natural gases. We bring our natural gas to surface, and as we separate the different gases, propane, ethane, pentanes, butane, we concentrate the radon gas within the ethane and propane streams, and it becomes an issue for our workers again. So we have to deal with those materials, and that's what we specialize in. As of late, on handling of these materials, we've actually got to the point now that we've working with the medical industry, and we can use oil-filled waste to extract the radium out of it, and we can turn that into actinium. Actinium is an element that we use for fighting cancer and for research, and is starting to become more and more popular, and the supply in the country can only produce about 1,000 cases of treat 1,000 cases. That's in the world. We have the ability now to increase that within Canada to be the producer of actinium to supply the world with magnitudes of hundreds of times that from oil field waste. We're in the benchmark stage of it, where we've now been able to produce it, and we're starting to look at the commercialization of how we can produce it on a larger scale. This is an example of a treatment with actinium after 3 treatments. The far picture outlines prior to treatment. After 3 treatments, the middle picture shows that the tumors have basically been erased. It's the Canadian Nuclear Laboratories is starting to also do this in a different method by using thoron and not waste from another industry. That's what NormTek is, and we look forward to any comments that they have. Or
Thank you, Cody. Any questions?
Pardon me?
No, I just
Oh.
said, I'm not a nuclear engineer. I couldn't get my head around the question, so.
Thank you.